We'll chant together, not in that book, in this book. Om Ajaya Namah, Om Avyayaya Namah, Om Avinashini Namah, Om Achintyaya Namah, Om Aprameyaya Namah, Om Advitiyaya Namah, Om Aniketaya Namah, Om Anushasana Priyaya Namah, Om Antasakshine Namah, Om Anandaya Namah, Om Atmaswarupaya Namah, Om Anglabhasha Viduttamaya Namah, Om Ishwaraya Namah, Om Udara Hridayaya Namah, Om Utsahavardhakaya Namah, Om Ekasmai Namah, Om Omkaravide Namah, Om Karunasagaraya Namah, Om Karmaparayanaya Namah, Om Kalatitaya Namah, Om Kaivalyaswarupaya Namah, Om Kritatmane Namah, Om Kritakrityaya Namah, Om Gita Jnana Yajna Pracharakaya Namah, Om Gurave Namah, Om Gunaateetaaya Namah, Om Grantakrite Namah, Om Chinmayaya Namah, Om Chinna Samshayaya Namah, Om Jagadatmane Namah, Om Jagatsakshine Namah, Om Janapriyaya Namah, Om Jitendriyaya Namah, Om Jiva Brahmaikyavide Namah, Om Jivan Muktaya Namah, Om Jirna Mandirodharakaya Namah, Om Tabovanishishya Namah, Om Tapasvine Namah, Om Tapanashanaya Namah, Om Tirthaswarupaya Namah, Om Tejasvine Namah, Om Dehatitaya Namah, Om Dvandvatitaya Namah, Om Dridanischayaya Namah, Om Dharma Samstapakaya Namah, Om Dhiraya Namah, Om Dhairyaprada Om Dhimate Namah, Om Dhiraya Namah, Om Dhairyapradaya Namah, Om Narayanaya Namah, Om Nijanandaya Namah, Om Nirapekshaya Namah, Om Nispruhaya Namah, Om Nirupamaya Namah, Om Nirvikalpaya Namah, Om Nityaya Namah, Om Niranjanaya Namah, Om Paramaya Namah, Om Parabrahmane Namah, Om Pavanaya Namah, Om Pavakaya Namah, Om Purushottamaya Namah, Om Prasannatmane Namah, Om Palasaktirahitaya Namah, Om Bahubhaktaya Namah, Om Bandhamochakaya Namah, Om Brahmanishtaya Namah, Om Brahmaparaya Namah, Om Vayanashanaya Namah, Om Bharata Gauravaya Namah, Om Bhumne Namah, Om Mahavakyopadeshakaya Namah, Om Maharshaye Namah, Om Madhurasvabhavaya Namah, Om Manoharaya Namah, Om Mahatmane Namah, ॐ मेधाविने नमः ॐ यदात्मने नमः ॐ यज्ञकृते नमः ॐ लोकप्रसिद्धाय नमः ॐ वाग्मिने नमः ॐ विभवे नमः ॐ विनोदप्रियाय नमः ॐ विनयशीलाय नमः ॐ वीतरागाय नमः ॐ वेदान्तवेद्याय नमः ॐ शान्ताय नमः ॐ शान्तिप्रदाय नमः ॐ शास्त्रोद्धारकाय नमः ॐ शुद्धसत्त्वाय नमः ॐ श्रुतिपारकाय नमः ॐ श्रोत्रियाय नमः ॐ सन्न्यासिने नमः ॐ समबुद्धये नमः ॐ सच्चिदानन्दाय नमः ॐ सर्वहितचिन्तकाय नमः ॐ सत्यसङ्कल्पाय नमः ॐ सन्तुष्टाय नमः ॐ साधवे नमः ॐ सुमनसे नमः ॐ सुहृदे नमः ॐ स्वयं ज्योतिषे नमः ॐ स्थितप्रज्ञाय नमः ॐ क्षमाशीलाय नमः ॐ ज्ञानमूर्तये नमः ॐ ज्ञानयोगिने नमः ॐ ज्ञानतृप्ताय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्. Switch off this or put it in silence. First of all, my thanks to the hosts for hosting this program which we have embarked to do, that 108 names of Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayanandaji, explaining that each of the names is the project, and we have completed up to 26th name as of today. Today we are going to see this 27th name, which is Gunaateetaaya Namah. 108 names, 27th is 1/4 is over. Now, why do we need to do this, or what is the purpose? Twofold. One is that we are celebrating the 25th, not celebrating, observing the 25th Mahasamadhi of a great person who had left his body in San Diego. And I often say San Diego is the right place to leave the body, because San means saints. Saints die and go. Or San Diego. He was a great personality. Those who have come across him personally would have no doubts about that. Anybody has personally had met? No one? I had the great opportunity to live, work with him, and I can never fathom anybody else could be of that kind. It's my personal experience with him that makes me feel so close to him. As such a great personality was part of my life. Hundreds and thousands of people who followed him had the same experience. It is often so difficult to make even one person feel important about you. A child may feel very close to the mother, or mother will feel close to the son or the daughter. Please come. But he was such a personality. He was such a personality who had so many people in his life feeling the same thing, that everybody felt that Swamiji has a special heart for me. It was only Krishna who could do that. Every Gopika thought that Krishna is mine. He is special attention to me. He is specially looking at me. It is hard for even you to make your own Ketankin feel that way. And that is the magic of a great personality. Why it is so? Why is it that he was able to make everyone feel close to himself? The secret is he had reached that which is close to you. And what is that? Can you put on the fan? It's quite warm. How do you make, what is that which is most close to you? You tell me. Anyone? Yes.
What is most close to me is my teddy bear.
Teddy bear, very good.
I cannot sleep without him.
Yeah, I understand that.
Otherwise I have nightmares.
Good. That's good. You feel teddy bear is close to you. So many of them don't feel that way. It's good that you will grow up out of that. Some people say cell phone is close to me because they take it to wherever, even you don't take your wife also. Even to the restroom you take. So, that's okay, let's leave it. So, what is that which is closest to you? That which is closest to you is that which you never can leave it. Even after death. Your own being. We love ourselves the most. The Upanishad very clearly says, Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. I can't see you, Radhika. You have to come this side. If you don't want to see me, that's a different thing. Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. Because we love ourselves, whatever we love is closest to us. If somebody says, my iPad is what I love the most, let us say. I really love my iPad also because it's always with me. Some people get married to TV also. You know that. Or a dog, maybe. What is that which you love the most? That which gives you happiness. Is it not true? If something is constantly giving you pain, will you love it? Will you be in the company of that? You love your dog more than husband or wife. Many people are like that. I love my dog. As not as much as I love the dog, I love anybody else. So that which makes you feel happy is the one which you love the most. Right? And it is inherent nature of all living beings that they want happiness. Why? Why don't you like unhappiness? You feel comfortable with unhappiness. See, if that seat is giving uncomfortable to her, she won't like it. She wants to make it comfortable. Any unhappiness is a restlessness. I feel not at ease. So if you love yourself, that means you are the abode of happiness. If you are not the very repository of happiness, you will be comfortable with unhappiness also. I love myself because that is the very source of happiness. And anything else that I love must be that which gives me happiness. Therefore, anyone in your life who can come closer to yourself is the most dear to you. And he could come very close to your own self, not as a body, not as a physical being, not emotionally, not intellectually, but spiritually. He had come closer to your spirit. And that's the reason why even the Gopikas who loved Krishna was like that. They could leave everything in their life. Their husband, their cows, their relatives, their houses, their comforts. And they could long for Krishna all the time. It is because he has come closer to their self. You know Radhika, Radha. Radha is not a character at all in the whole of Bhagavatam. You will never find it. There is no person called Radha at all. It's the poet's imaginations. Radha is none other than the embodiment of love, the characterization of love. And that is why the word Radha, Aradhana means worship. Radhanam in Sanskrit means to worship. Therefore, Radha is the very act of worship, the embodiment, the form of worship. And the worship is always the one which you love the most. Our minds are usually going outside. And in Sanskrit, the flowing out in Sanskrit is known as dhara. Dhara means to flow out. When that very mind that is going out, when turned inward towards yourself, what does it become? Dhara changed to Radha. That is how the word is. Radha is none other than the opposite of extroversion. Going towards your own being. That is the Radha. Meaning self-love. Love for the self. Love for the Atman. Love for the Lord within you. And that is embodied as Radha. Now the question is, these Mahatmas, the great personalities, they were able to constantly love their own Godhood in them, even though we are also loving that same Godhood only, but via media, indirectly. Is it not that you love your body the most? How many hours you spend in front of the mirror every day? Foundation 1, foundation 2, and then this also, that also, this also. How much time we spend? Why? Because we love ourselves. And do you think that this body, bereft of life, would you love it? Anybody else also I love so long as that person is alive. Is it not true? Bharya vipyati tasmin kaye. In Bhajagovindam, Shankaracharya writes very clearly that yavat pavano nivasati tehe tavat pruchati kushalam gehe gadavadi vayo deha paye bharya vipyati tasmin kaye. So long as the pavana, the breath, life breath is there in your body, people acknowledge your presence. Once that life is gone, even your own wife will look at it with great fear. Once the life is gone, will the body be appreciated? In fact, at least the animal body can be at least used for some skin and some leather, but the human body, nobody will touch. Have you ever seen anybody wearing a handbag made of human skin? They will get that crocodile skin. Even snake skin is there. Not the human skin. Why? Human body is such a waste. So why do we love our own physical body also? Because of its life in that. This flower that is kept there, I hope they are all real flowers, correct?
Yes.
Not plastic. You put it in the water. You know why you put it in the water? To make it fresh. You plucked it from the trees. From the moment you pluck it from the plants or the trees, it has lost its life. The connection is lost. Through the tree, it is connected to the earth. Earth is connected to the entire life system or life energy. The moment you picked it out or plug it out outside the plant or the tree, life is gone. To make sure that it is fresh, look alive, you put it in the water. How long it will stay there? After some time, slowly will shrink, it will wither away, dry and gone. Why? Life is gone. So this physical body also you and I love the most because it is alive. So indirectly, we are in love with life. You understand that? Say yes.
Yes.
Then only I know that you are listening. Because all of you are looking dazed. So the life in us which is invisible. You take this very plant, let us say, go out and pick up a plant and open and show me where life is. Let me see. Can you ever see it? Is it alive? Yes. Show me. Which part of the tree is alive? Which part of the tree you show there is life here? You can never show it. But you know it is. Which part of your body is alive? Tell me. The whole thing. And the moment you cut off a part of your body, gone. Immediately it will perish. So this vibrant presence here in this physical body, and so long as it is vibrantly present in this physical body, we are in love with that. In other words, we are in love with life indirectly. As the physical body. Number one. Second, don't you love your own creation, creativity? When somebody has the art of or skill of painting, you will see even the worst painting that she does is framed. I did it. Or your son or your daughter. My son did this. Or you are able to sing, finished. Everybody has to suffer through that. If you are able to play some musical instrument, that happens to us. Swamiji has come, sing. I have to suffer through that. One boy was there in a hostel, just recently moved to the university. The mother asked, "Are you practicing your violin at all or not?" "Yes." "So what about your people around?" "Oh, the fellow in the next room is scratching on the wall. Another one is banging on the wall." "Why?" "Because I'm practicing." So if you have a talent, if you have some creativity, some art, then you love your feelings, you love your emotions, you love your creativity. Why? Because me. It's mine. If you have written a book, if you have done something intellectually, you want to show it to everybody. You want everybody to appreciate that. Or if you have some achievements, cups and other than plaques and other things you display to everybody. What happened? Oh, tennis game, cricket game, not cricket, basketball, music and art. So we love our body, we love our mind and its emotions, we love our intellect and its achievements. Is it not true? So long as the physical body is alive, we are in love with all that it is. I'm going a little step by step to make you understand. So all of us are in love with our own self. But why is it that it is difficult for us to reach it directly? If we are in love with ourselves, we should directly reach that self, that life within us. We are only indirectly experiencing it, not directly. Why is it so? And that is where the beauty comes, beauty of creation. The variety in this creation, as explained in the Vedanta philosophy, is the variety is caused by the combination of gunas, qualities. Just like coffee is the same, how they make is so different from each part of the country. Isn't that true? You go down south to Kerala or Tamil Nadu and ask for a coffee. You will get coffee in thick, most strong coffee. They will only show milk on the top of it. Mostly brown because of the little milk that they put there and sugar. So a coffee is made up of 3 ingredients. What is that? Milk, sugar, coffee. Milk is white in color, coffee is dark in color, and sugar is translucent. These 3 things. You remember these 3, huh? You go to Punjab. Anybody Punjabi here? They put the milk first. 3/4 of the cup is milk. They put a drop of coffee and sugar. And what you get is almost white only. They call it a coffee only, but it is mostly milk. The tragedy is, you go to Gujarat. Anybody Gujarati here? Yeah, quite a bit there. It's called chamcha kada hona. It means the spoon has to stand at that much of sugar they put. Sugar is 2/3. And then milk and coffee are just naam ke vaste they show it there. The spoon will stand erect. They call it as coffee. A South Indian going to Gujarat will have to suffer that coffee. Where is coffee? There is only sugar. You call it as coffee, but that's different varieties. So as I said, the coffee has got what are 3 ingredients? Coffee, powder, dark in color, then sugar translucent, and white is the milk. Our Gurudev used to give this example. Each individual we are also made up of three qualities called gunas. When I explain, you will understand what it means. The dark part of dark nature of the three qualities, among that the darkest one is tamas. Tamas means darkness. Just like in the coffee powder is the darkest one. And the translucent is sugar, which is rajas. And the white one, which is the milk in the coffee, is sattva. Sattva, rajas, tamas. These three qualities all living beings have. Every one of us have these qualities of the mind. And how do we experience them? Now, the time is around 6:35. In another 4 hours, what will be your condition?
Tired and sleepy.
Sleepy. Some of you are already there, but now I'm sleepy. Flat down on the bed. And in that condition of sleep, where you have completely withdrawn from whatever you are doing, and you have postponed everything to tomorrow. Kal karta hu, aaj nahi karta, kal karta. That's why Kolkata means kal karta hu. Aaj kuch nahi karta. So when you lie down and then say that I want to sleep, I am tired, I am exhausted, and everything else what I need to do tomorrow I will do. Child has to sit down in one place. It's a disturbance for all of us, okay? Because he's in the rajas mode, not in the sleepy mode at all. So, that tamasic condition is where you can learn nothing new. You are tired, exhausted, sleepy, lethargic. You can't learn anything at that mode. And all of us go through every day. Nothing wrong, but that is to be observed by you. Some people live in that condition all the time. They are called couch potatoes. Couch potato. Always on. Only man can do it always. Women can never do that. Have you ever seen a woman sitting near a pond and doing fishing?
No.
They can't. Only man has the ability to do nothing. Sit and do nothing. And women always wonder, how do you do that? Sit and do absolutely nothing? Man can do it. Consciously. So at the condition of tamas, we are not able to think anything creatively, learn anything. That is rajas. Now you understand? You cannot sit in one place. The cell phone makes you rajas, keeps you alert. And what happens to women is that they keep the cell phone at the top, the bottommost part of the bag, you know? And it rings, and then they will start opening everything out. And by the time they reach there, the phone stops. Will they take it out and switch it off? No, put it back. After 2 minutes, again it starts. We should listen to what she talks about. Anyway, so tamas is a condition where our faculties, ears, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin, all our faculties of learning has withdrawn. The mind, which is filled with emotions and feelings, no more. Intellect that has the ability to learn and understand, quietened. What is the condition of us? Like a log of wood. Slumber, like a lumber. Lie down. This is the condition of tamas. This is the quality of our own mind, which we experience in everyday life. Sometimes when you are in, let us say, going on a cruise, what do? there in the cruise. 3 things. Kao, Pio, Maujuda. I call it as Picasso. Pina, Kana, Sona. Only 3 things you do. Right? Is it not true? That is meant for that only. Morning you get up, look at the sea, and you have seen it before also. Because nothing else to see. You come out, go to the restaurant, eat, jump into the swimming pool, and blah, 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 blah. Right? But light. That is a condition of tamas. Where I am not ready to learn anything, I am not ready to do anything, seriously. So it is not necessarily only in the night. It can happen any time. When you become too spiritual also it happens. December 31st. All of us in the highest spirit. Does it not happen? One person who was driving in India, he was going on a motorcycle. Suddenly one fellow came right in the front. Hey, who are you? Coming in the middle of the road. You stop, he said. He stopped the vehicle because you cannot go. He's standing right there. What's your problem? Why are you stopping me? Who are you? You tell me. He said, I am a Pandit. Going to the temple. Why are you going to the temple? Bhagavan ko darshan karne ke liye. He said, मैं Bhagavan हूँ. I am God. The fellow who stopped him. He said, you are drunk. Very clearly it is seen, you are drunk. Just move on. मैं Bhagavan. I am God. You accept that. Then only I leave you. I said, that's crazy. Why should I accept you as God? You don't? No. I'll prove it. Put the vehicle away and come with me. He kept his vehicle away and came. He took him to the bar. He said, I'm not coming inside. No, you come here, near the door, that's all enough. So he came to the door. And this drunkard, he went inside the bar. So the bartender looked at him and said, Are Bhagavan, fir aa gaya wo. See, maine bataya, I told you that I am Bhagavan. Even he knows that. So a person who is highly spiritual, meaning drunk, will he be able to learn anything? Can you even talk sense to him? Is it not that he has invoked tamas in himself by liquor? So either the tamas is already there in us, which comes out during the time when you are ready to sleep, or when you are lethargic and doing nothing, or you can influence it by externally bringing in that effect by drinking. Or sometime when you are eating up to the neck, Sunday afternoon, nothing else to do, eat, then, or in a cruise as I said, then also tamas. So even the food that you eat has got tamasic quality. So that is why in Gita also it is given the food that can influence tamasic nature or tamasic quality are to be avoided. Old, petrified, stale food are all tamasic. Many of you go to India and you are so considerate with about your husband. So you do for the whole month cooking. Don't you do that? And pack it for your husband to eat. But date-wise. To open this packet and eat for this week. Open. That is called tamas. You eat that, mind becomes so dull. He already is dull. Now it's further dull. Because any food, in fact it is given in Gita, any food beyond 3 hours it is stale. Think about it. Swamiji, you can never live further. Any stored food, any tinned food is tamas. It can invoke potentially tamasic qualities in you. And what is the nature of tamas? Dull. That's why these kids, when they eat the cheese, and this is so stale. the mind is not alert. It cannot quickly think. So, I'm just explaining the quality of tamas. Next to that is another quality that is there in the coffee. What is that? Translucent sugar. And the nature of sugar, you know. The more sugar you have, restless you become. That's why the children, when they eat candy and all sort of things, you cannot control them. So much of rajas. The very nature of rajas is activity, passion, greed, desire, extrovertedness, wanting to achieve, prove, ego, anger, all these qualities which are making you go out into the world and do things. Cell phone. All these are all rajas. Constantly making go, 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 go. It gives you the fuel to move forward. It is just opposite of tamas. More sugar you eat, more extrovert your mind becomes. So, karma, activity, is the nature of rajas. So, if you have taken enough rest during the night, and morning you wake up and then get ready to go to your work, from morning, say, after breakfast around 9 o'clock or so, all the way up to the evening 4 or 5, the nature of yours is rajas. Keep going. Call the phone. Take the phone calls and write the project, or go and finish your project and talk to your customers and talk to them. Then so many different activities. This is the nature or the quality called rajas. The very word rajas means shining. Rajati, rajate, virajate. Like a silver. Bright. And only thing, it is good to have that quality. It is not better than the tamas, of course. But you cannot help it, because the body has to have tamas to go to take rest, and it has to have a rajas to engage in the world. Extrovertedly. That's why you see, when we were growing up, I'm sure you are also, if you have grown up in India, on a Sunday morning, if you go to any playground, what will you see? Filled with kids. All of them are playing cricket, and you do not know who is bowling to whom. And who is hitting whose ball. And fellow comes and attack, and then fellow goes there, and he says, that is mine. Everybody is playing. Why? Because the children who have so much of rajas, they should express that. If you contain them, it will break it. That's why kids here also, when you don't send them to ground and play and all. So they sit at home. That is rajas. And some people ask me this question, Swamiji, are there new jivas, new living beings coming into the world again and again? Or there are static number of jivas who are coming back again and again? Are there X number of them who come back every time after death, and then they take birth again? Or there are new things that are coming, new jivas? The answer that is given in Vedanta is there are no jivas newly created. They are all recycled constantly. So that means nowadays human population is increasing. How is that? Understandable. Now we have done enough of deforestation. So many different forests that were there inside this country or any other world, any other part of the world, we have been cutting down the trees. So all those tigers and wolves and lions who are supposed to become lions and tigers and wolves and whatnot, they don't have an opportunity to live anywhere. They come as your children and grandchildren. And you see them, the way they behave. Isn't that true? You think them they are human beings? The way they play their games. So, rajas is that extroversion, outward moving. That's a nature. The moment you open your eyes, ears, nose, tongue, The whole thing is going out all the time. That's why in the Upanishad also very beautifully said, Paranchikani vidranat swayambhuhu tasmat parang pashyadina antaratman. The eyes, ears, nose, tongues, these are meant for our mind to go out, to experience the world of variety. That is the nature of Rajas. Desire and action. That's the nature of desire, action, greed. That's the nature of, or Kama, Krodha, Lobha. These three are considered as gateways to hell, and those are the qualities of Rajas. Desire, anger, and greed. Now, this you understand, we all have. When we are lying down and sleeping, we are in the state of tamas, dark. When we are extrovertedly moving around in this world, trying to achieve things and prove ourselves and do this and that, we are in. Now you understand. Now what you don't know is what we don't have. Very less we have, and that is called sattva. Sattva is a state of equilibrium. You are neither in the state of lumber or sluggishness of the darkness of the tamas, nor you are in the extroverted nature of enjoying, indulging sensuousness or trying to prove yourself extrovertedly doing activities. You are awake but not extrovert, and neither you are lying down and sleeping. No laziness. This state of mind is the state where you learn. You discriminate. Clarity comes. Now you are all in that condition, presently, for a time being, temporarily. Why are you here? Swamiji, after your talk there is dinner. That's the way we are here. If that is the case, you are in the tamasic mood only. Or you may say, I am here because my wife pulled me to come here. And waiting for you to finish. So if you are on the other hand here to understand, to learn, to listen, to reflect, to think, then you are in this state called sattva. Sattvat sanjayate jnanam. By sattva you come to know, come to learn, come to discriminate, come to understand, come to see clearly what is important and what is not. Why are you sending your children to school, first of all? What is that they are achieving every day, 6-7 hours? What are they doing there? Learning how to think. They may be reading many books, they may be learning history, they may be learning social science and languages, this and that, and they may go out to play also. But essentially those years of their schooling, from age 3 or 4 all the way up to 18, 19, whatever, the whole, say, 10 or 11 or 13 years or 14 years of school plus university, etc. The gradual progress in the ability to think and have clarity in thinking. That's the purpose. Do you think they will remember all the subject they learned? Do you think so? Even the 1 year they are learning the school, you ask them, what have you learned in the whole year? Come on, tell me. 5 minutes only, they can, even 5 minutes they cannot write. Why? But that's not the purpose. The purpose is to make the boy or the girl the independent ability to comprehend, to understand, to discriminate, to know very clearly what is important, what is not. How to choose the right kind of activity or subject to learn, and how to concentrate, how to understand, how to retain, how to reproduce. That is sattva. And so this quality is also there in us. So these are all called triguna. Triguna means 3 qualities of all of us in different combinations. Not only human, all living beings. Not only living beings, even fruits and vegetables and everything in this world, even the matter, every matter is made up of these three qualities. That's the reason why Krishna says in Gita, if you eat those which have tamasic qualities, you will increase tamas. Or, if you have increased tamas, you like those things. You go to anybody who's from anybody's house, anyone who's come from Andhra, go to their, anybody who's Andhra. They have some peculiar dish called gongura, chutney. If you are not used to it, you put it in your tongue. From the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, water will come down. And you feel so burnt, and you have an Andhra person who is next to you. Aha! So tasty. A Gujarati fellow will regret for life for that he came there. Because he doesn't like this spicy business. You go to his house, every dish is a dessert. Anywhere and everywhere they see God. Not God, good. They're very good people. Good only. So even the food has got qualities of tamas, as I told you, liquor and then petrified, old, stale food increases tamas. And people of tamas like that. And there are items which are spicy, pungent, strong flavored. They like it, spice. And there are others who like moderate of spice, moderation of all these. That is sattva. Freshly cooked. Not overly cooked, overly oiled, overly spiced. So, even the food has got those qualities. Our various books that we read also has got these qualities. Indulging, passionate stories that will make you passionate, tamas. Those writings or books that can make you get up and do something and work hard and this and that. 7 habits of successful people, rajas. And those which can make you sit quietly, meditate, think, sattva. People which whom you deal with, you will find that. Some people always talk about how everything won't work. Have you not seen that? Have you taken the new project? Yes, it won't work. Why? I have done it. Useless. Never do it. You will fail. Constantly saying how you fail. Tamas. Others would say, you have $10, invest it. I'm telling you, this will happen, that will happen. Go over there, that, don't put in the share market and then rajas. So you will find a variety of people also of this kind. Food, people, enter whatever satsang or people you associate with, or the books that you read, music also. Have you not seen music where people country music or whatever, and thank God that's a different thing. So makes you so active. That's called active music. There are music that makes you sleep also, isn't it? Especially those, what is that? Hindustani music. When I listen, I immediately go to sleep. Because the way they start, you feel like immediately going to take a bed. I mean, it's my opinion. You may probably think differently. Music is also that. So anything that makes you lethargic, sleepy, useless, unproductive, tamas. Anything that can make you extrovert, engage in the world, indulge, that is rajas. Anything that make you think, make your mind calm and quiet and serene and peaceful, sattvic. worship also. There are worship of dark forces. There are people who seriously engage in worship of things that are moving about in the night. Go to Smashan and do the meditation. Tamasic. Those who are going to places where they make even the God a partner of their business. Balaji. Take money and put it in the hundi. Lord, you are the 10% partner in my business. I come here to tell you that. Make sure that business is properly. Making the Lord commit himself. That worship is called Rajasic. If you are going to the temple for the sake of meditation, japa, quietening the mind, then it is sattvic. In other words, in every aspect of our life, there is sattva, rajas and tamas. Right? And thus, we being the product and combination of these three qualities within ourselves, in the world outside, and everywhere, thus we are so preoccupied and engaged with these different activities prompted by those qualities, we are unable to go beyond that. And that which is beyond these three qualities is Paramatma, self. And these three qualities are the qualities of Prakriti, and that which is beyond this is called Purusha. It has nothing to do with the feminine, male and things like that. Prakriti means Trigunatmika, of the nature of three qualities. Purusha is beyond this. One whose presence alone, the Prakriti is able to do all these things. That's why in Vivek Chudamani, one composition of Shankaracharya, he says, it is very difficult to understand these qualities of the Prakriti. Anirvachaniya Maya. Indescribable is this Maya. And this very variety alone has brought about so many different. See, basically there are only how many colors are there? 7 colors. Right? As we see in the rainbow. How many colors?
7.
Violet, indigo, blue, green, orange, yellow, red. One end of the spectrum is red, another end of the spectrum is violet. These 7 colors alone is a combination of various colors. Now, look at around, how many different varieties of dress they are wearing. Not one is similar to another. Is it not true? Look around. Look around. You don't need to believe me. Somebody is wearing a dark blue, somebody is wearing dark red, somebody is red and blue and green, yellow, white. There is so many different colors. Made of only 7. Similarly, so many ragas are there in the music. Sapta. Only 7. In the same way, the qualities of people also of variety, only there are 3 basic qualities which make every individual different from each other. And so long as you see only the variety, you will not see the unity at all. Unless and until we see the unity among the variety, I call it therefore, unity among the variety is called university. The university should teach you how to see unity in variety. And thus, one who is able to see beyond these 3 qualities is called Gunaateetaaya. Gunaateetaaya. One who has gone beyond 3 qualities. And that going beyond these 3 qualities is called moksha. Liberation. Salvation. According to the philosophy of Vedanta, it is not some sudden happening one day. It is a constant effort of an individual to not to come under the influence of all these 3 qualities. Because in everyday life, as I said, tamas is predominantly in the state of sleep, rajas is predominantly in the state of dream, and sattva is predominantly in the state of waking. You are all hopefully awake. There, when you are awake, the sattva is supposed to be predominant. That's when you use not only your body and the senses, but also your mind and intellect to learn, understand, do things. That's where the sattva is high. And when the sattva is there, then you will be able to come out of it slowly. Because the nature of darkness is to not to show, nature of rajas is to project, and sattva is to reveal. Just like when you go to a movie theater, first thing that they do before the start of movie is what? Huh? Switch off the light. Not that. First they switch off the, dim the light and switch off. Meaning darkness has to be there. And then only projection will take place. Isn't it? Similarly, tamas sees the darkness, rajas sees projection. And at the end of the movie, what do? Go home, light on. Sattva has come. Now get out of this movie theater because whatever you saw is unreal. In the same way, when the sattva has come, you understand the temporariness of everything. Only when knowledge is there, you see the temporary nature of all the things that are going on in your life. The best example is when a person was sleeping and he was dreaming, and he was going, in the dream he was going in a forest, and a deep forest is walking around. And suddenly two people came, robbers, thieves, dacoits, caught hold of him, tied him, removed all the, all the jewelry that he had or the ornaments that he had, removed his purse and everything, even including clothes. So they removed it, and then they took whatever they wanted, and both of them said, okay, let us go. One of them said, a darker person, he said, why not we just kill him? Why? Because he saw us. If we go to the village, he will tell us who are the people. Let us kill him. Other fellow says, let us not kill him, we will just remove his eyes. Then he will not know, he will not be able to recognize us any further. No, cut the tongue. So both of them are talking about these two. At the third time, at the same time, the third fellow who was also one among the gangsters, he came. Hey, what are you trying to do? Oh, we got everything. Then leave him. No. We cannot leave him because he will go to the villager and they tell everybody that who we are. I will take care of it. You go. You both go. You don't worry about it. So before untying this fellow, he was so afraid. They just leave me alive. He said, I am leaving you. I am not harming you at all. We have taken out whatever we want. I caution you, don't go out into the village and speak a word about us. Okay? Agreed. Then I will leave you. He said, yes. But I don't know the place, how to leave this forest. I have lost my way. I will take you. So he takes him all the way up to the end of the forest, and now you go. Run. He ran away. You know all of these three people? Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. The Tamas is the one who said we'll kill him. Rajas is the one who wanted to hurt. Sattva is the one who released him. Go and don't come back. Therefore, an individual, each one of us have got all the three qualities. One is hurting and then making us keep in the darkness. Another one makes use of us. And Sattva is the one which releases us. Even though it's part of the gang only, but it has the ability to lead us the way out. And therefore, Krishna says, Nitya Sattvasto Bhava. Increase your quality of Sattva, which will lead you out. And the one who has thus gone beyond these three qualities, by increase of Sattva, is referred as Gunaateetaaya. So every great saint, also like any one of us, he had also been born like any one of us and grew up and then learned and studied and this and that. But consciously he had looked within and understood, as long as I live in tamas, I'll be equal to any animal. As long as I live in rajas, I am like any other person who is extrovertedly engaging in the world. But only when I increase sattva, I will come out of this whole thing. Is it not true that as soon as you get into your flight and when the flight is about to start, what do they tell you? How to get out. Is it not that exit doors are shown? Now, when it is emergency, these are the ways. Please look at where the exit doors are. Either it may be in your front or behind you sometime. So be aware where the exit door is. It not? We have come into this world, but we don't know how to get the moksha. The moksha or the liberation is only when we increase the sattva, and therefore worship of the Lord, meditation, study and satsanga, these are all meant to increase the sattva. So a person who has thus overcome the influence of all the three qualities which are natural to all living beings is referred as Gunaateeta, Gunanam Ateetaha, one who has come out of all the three qualities. So such is the nature of Pujya Gurudev. One who has come out of the influence of all the three qualities of our mind and thus become free, not anymore conditioned by the thoughts and the qualities of the living, all the other influences, and thus we worship him with that name, Gunaateetaaya Namah. It is possible for all of us to also do that. We have to become aware of the influences that are going to cause us to either become tamasic and rajasic, including the food. That's where it starts, because that is what constantly we are taking in. The influence is more of the food than anything else. And the people that we deal with, or the books that we read, or the associations that we have, or the activities that we undertake. In all of them, move towards the sattva and less towards rajas and tamas. And thus we also find our way to come out of the influences of lethargy, laziness, loathsome indulgence, extrovertedness, ego, anger, lust, passion, greed, jealousy. We will replace that with compassion, love, forgiveness, straightforwardness, sincerity, non-injury, and many others. So these are all the qualities of sattva: amanitvam, adambitvam, ahimsa, kshanti, arjavam, as the list goes on in Bhagavad Gita. So let us pray and let us hope that in this very lifetime we will be able to slowly increase sattva through our own personal efforts. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukkha bhat bhavet. Om shanti shanti shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.